to bring in population scale transformation in India. And I think a lot of that will get unfolded after the elections. You need about 10 to 12 states growing at 10% plus. So India has to grow with ensuring that every single individual leads a dignified life of existence.
Critics say that the NITI Aayog has failed the cooperative federalism. So what is your take on that?
Why has it failed?
Hello and welcome to the CSR Journal. Today we have a very esteemed guest with us, former CEO of NITI Aayog and India's G20 Sherpa, welcoming our honorable guest, Mr. Amitabh Kant. Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, India, as we all know, India is moving towards, a goal of becoming a developed nation by 2047. So what are the main obstacles, what are the main challenges on the way?
Well, I wouldn't say there are obstacles, there are huge opportunities. And the opportunities are one of increasing agricultural productivity, getting into more manufacturing to create jobs. There's a huge opportunity of sustainable urbanization. I think to my mind, there's a huge opportunity of improving learning outcomes, health outcomes, nutritional standards. All these are massive opportunities for India to bring in population scale transformation in India. And I think a lot of that will get unfolded after the elections, as the Prime Minister said.
Sir, you were just mentioning that India is on the way of becoming the third largest economy. We are currently the fifth largest one. What is the path to be taken?
So my belief is that you will be the third largest economy by 27 end. But the Prime Minister's goal is to look at 2047. And if you have to be a developed economy, that means you need to become a $30 trillion or a $35 trillion economy by 2047. And this would require us to have states as champions of India. So you need about 10 to 12 states growing at 10% plus. So while the centre has carried out a lot of reforms, now in the next phase, you need states to be the key drivers of growth. Also, we need many more large companies. So you need 10,000 large companies to bring in size and scale of manufacturing and to penetrate global markets, because that's important to be able to actually do exports. Exports will be very critical. And large companies then bring in their own ecosystem of tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 manufacturers. There's a lot of backward forward linkages, and therefore a lot of jobs will then get created. So we need to do not merely services, we need to do large-scale manufacturing, we need to do sustainable urbanization, and we need to enhance our productivity in the agriculture sector. All these are critical.
Sir, India is home to a lot of corporates and also MNCs from across the globe. They are operating in India. So how can CSR, the CSR which is also mandated by the Narendra Modi government, how can CSR contribute to the growth story, be it supporting the underprivileged or infrastructure? What are your thoughts on this?
So India is a very unique example where 2% of the profits go into CSR activities. And that can actually fuel a lot of transformation at the grassroots level. India is the only country in the world which does that. And if we are able to use that effectively to transform lives of citizens, because whatever India does, India has to grow with equity, India has to grow with inclusion, much like what we have done with financial inclusion. We have to do it to transform lives of people around. India has to grow with ensuring that every single individual leads a dignified life of existence, and that should be done by the corporates of India. The objective should be profit making, but use the 2% of CSR very effectively for improving nutritional standards, for improving health, for improving education, learning outcomes. All these are very critical.
Absolutely. Sir, talking from your experience, asking from your experience, critics say that the NITI Aayog has failed the cooperative federalism. So what is your take on that?
Why has it failed?
So they are saying that not enough participation from the states.
No. So NITI Aayog has done a lot of things of working with the states in transforming aspirational districts of India, ranking states, putting it in public domain, and actually ensuring that we are able to do both cooperative and competitive federalism of India. We've demonstrated that by good data, by good governance, you can transform districts of India. The rest of the model is to be taken forward by the states. The center can't take over the functioning of the states. That's not its job. It can advise, it can show models, and that is what NITI Aayog has been doing.
India is a major land for youth power, for students' power. Sir, we have seen there's an International Labour Organization report which recently painted a very grim picture of youth unemployment in India. Sir, coupled with that, we have seen last year there was a range of student suicide in Rajasthan's Kota. Sir, what is the government's way of handling this kind of youth issues?
So I would suggest to the youth that they should all use the Mudra scheme, which has had huge transformation. It was designed for them, and so that there can be a huge amount of self-employment. But the important thing is that the government is pushing for growth, the government pushing for equity, the government is pushing for greater job opportunities across sector, government is pushing for a range of new areas of growth. All these will throw up vast job opportunities in India as India grows and prospers in the coming years.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Any message for our viewers, sir?
Just be optimistic and just be positive. India is going to grow with vision, with optimism, with positivity.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.